friend. This is Ian Khan. I hope you're doing well. I want to talk to you about being bold. I want to talk to you about building courage, building resilience, and doing something that you would consider bold. So I had a really long and lengthy engagement with an accounting industry group today, and the question arose, what do you mean by being bold? What is that boldness? And I really believe being bold has many definitions, but I want to share mine with you so that maybe it resonates and you can understand my perspective and where I'm coming from. I really believe being bold has a lot of aspects to it. Yes, it's about taking a risk, it's about doing things differently, doing new things, doing something that you're afraid of, or maybe standing up to something that you feel is not right. And these are all definitions of being bold. When you look at business, you look at future readiness, you look at um, keeping yourself to a competitive level and keeping your business up and running. I think as a business leader, you've got to be bold in negotiating your contracts. You've got to be bold in experimenting with new things and testing out things that uh, you've never done before. For different industries, it could mean different things. But if leaders today are not bold, then organizations will not be strong. And that's the problem. Weak organizations are often led by people who are not bold and who are not courageous enough to make the tough decision when the time is right. So you've got to do that on every front. Uh, Depending on your industry, you might be going through a good time or a bad time right now, post COVID. Economic recovery hasn't started yet. But what are you doing right now to accelerate that, to ramp up, to be better tomorrow than you are? And if you're able to develop just this one skill or one area of being bold, being courageous, then as a leader, your organization will do much better because now you're going into territories that have been previously maybe unexplored, or you have a challenge area that you haven't been able to overcome, but now because you're bold, you're able to do that. And being bold takes practice. Being bold takes a while, and you've got to get used to it and used to making those tough decisions in order to be somewhere, in order to get somewhere, in order to uh, recognize that as a capability of yours, that you are indeed bold. There are lots of resources available on this topic. There are a lot of books and other resources that you can refer to. But if you listen to motivational stuff, you listen to speakers like Jim Rohn, you listen to Nick Wujovic, you listen to Les Brown, you listen to Eric Thomas. These are all speakers, and they're not necessarily motivational speakers. You may categorize them as such. T.D. Jakes, Muhammad Ali. You'll listen to these people on YouTube and go into YouTube and just type their name and listen to them, and you'll somehow get sucked into being more bold, being a little bit more courageous. And especially Jim Rohn. I just love Jim Rohn. He's not alive right now, but he's left in his entire works out there, and I think he's probably the world's greatest uh, influencers of all times, who has impacted probably millions and millions of companies in his lifetime through his work. And please check them all out. They're all worth listening. Listen to the podcast, play a YouTube playlist, and do all of these things to learn how to be bold. Because sometimes we're not bold because we're not used to it, because that's not in our DNA. And being bold isn't always the domain of people who are outgoing and who are talkative or expressive, but anybody can be bold. Anybody, people who are quiet and shy, can be bold as well in different ways. If you want to be future ready as an organization or as an individual, even, you've got to start becoming bolder. That's it. That's the takeaway from today. Work on your becoming bold right now, and you will benefit from it in the next days, next weeks, and so on. That's all for now, folks. You take care. I hope you have a bolder and more courageous week ahead and days ahead. Until then, you take care. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button, click on the bell icon, and you will get updates when my videos go live. Next, put your comments down below every single time. I love hearing from you. I want to hear from you. Put your comments below and tell me what you think of this video, and tell me your idea on being bold that we shared today. Take care, my friends. I wish you good times.